please like the video, please subscribe, and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. So here's AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. This finishes at $91.13 today. That is up 1.44%. And then the aftermarket here, this is over $97. So there's a reason why this is pumping in the aftermarket. We did have earnings, so let's check that out. So EPS was $1.13, which beat the estimate of 91 cents. And revenue was $5.89 billion, which beat the estimate of $5.52 billion. So pretty big beats on both EPS and revenue. Great earnings. They have Q2 guidance for $6.3 billion to $6.7 billion. And the estimate is $6.38 billion. And guidance for 2022 is $26.3 billion, and the estimate is $25.2 billion. So yeah, great earnings and great guidance. Very bullish. So the market likes it. Everyone jumping in here, buying the stock up in the aftermarket. Up to $97. Very nice. So let's go ahead and analyze here. So first of all, this looks like a cup and handle in the making. Bottom of the cup being $83.95, and there can be multiple possible tops. It can be $99, $110, $125, $134, $142, $152, $156, or even the high of $164. But those are all bullish indicators. That is telling us that the stock should come back up to one of those tops to complete the cup. We have a double gap down. First gap down at 118. So that's a bullish indicator. That is telling us that the stock should come back up to 118 to fill this gap. May take a little bit, but eventually it should. And then we have another gap down at 100. So another bullish indicator that is telling us that the stock should eventually come back up to $100. And down here on the MACD, the moving average convergence divergence, the MACD line has crossed the signal line. So that's a bullish indicator that is telling us that it may be time to buy. And in the aftermarket here, this is running to the upside over $97. So that's a bullish indicator for tomorrow. That is suggesting that tomorrow the stock will continue to run to the upside. But also, if this aftermarket action holds, a new gap up is going to be created tomorrow at 92.35. So that's a bearish indicator that is telling us that the stock should come back down to 92.35 to fill that gap. And if you guys want to follow along, the link to the chart is in the description down below. So right now this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 91.50 and 90.90. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 91.50, 92.70, 94.30, 95.95, 97.65, 99.05, 100, 102, 103, 104, 106, 108, 110, 113, 115, 117, 119, 121, 122, 124, and then 125. There is resistance above 125, but we're not going to discuss that right now. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of support would be 90.90, 89.90, 89.05, 88, 87.10, 85.85, 84.85, 83.95, and then 82.85. There is support below 82.85, but we're not going to discuss that right now. So right now at this current price, 91.13, the channels to the upside are very wide. So if this runs to the upside, expect a significant increase in price action. And to the downside, the channels are normal sized. So if this runs to the downside, expect a normal amount of price action. RSI is currently at 43, so a little bit below average. So according to the RSI, the current price of 91.13 should be a little bit higher. I'm sure it'll be higher tomorrow when this opens. And this did 126 million in volume today. Very significant volume, way above the average of 61 million. So this pump today was confirmed by the volume. Okay guys, just my opinion, not financial advice. So AMD is a great company, fundamentally, and technically, the chart does look very bullish in the short and long terms. We got very strong bullish indicators in the cup and handle, double gap down, MACD, and aftermarket action. So overall, this looks really strong. So therefore, if you want to go long, not financial advice, you missed a really big run today. And if you hold off for a little bit, this should come back down and you should be able to get a better price. Like I said before, this should come back down to 92.35 to fill the gap that will be created tomorrow. And I think that'd be a really good entry. So 97, definitely not a bad entry, especially if you're willing to hold this for the long term. But give it a little bit, be a little patient, and you should be able to get this back at 92.35. So I'd support going long at 92.35 and lower. And if it pulls back below 92.35, then you can just average down at the supports that I mentioned before. And I would say going long here would be a low risk, high reward play. Looks like there's very strong support at 84. Really shouldn't go lower than that. Again, AMD, great company. And long term, the company looks great fundamentally and technically. So really can't go too wrong buying AMD here. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, I would not do that. I would not recommend that. Again, very strong bullish indicators. And they should come back down to 92.35 to fill the gap. So from this current price, 97.35, down to 92.35, where the gap is, that's only about a 5% downside. So there is money to be made here on the downside, but I just don't think the risk is worth the reward. Not too much money to be made here on the downside, and this is a relative low, and you'd be betting against pretty much the whole market. So there are definitely way better short plays out there in the market. Really no point in going short here on AMD. Not too smart in my opinion. So I would say going short here would be a high risk, low reward play. Just doesn't really make too much sense. Alright, so pretty straightforward. Great earnings, great guidance. Company looks very strong fundamentally and technically in the short and long terms. So if you want to go long, 97, definitely not a bad entry, but if you're a little patient, you should be able to get this back at 92. And I don't think going short here is a great idea. Not too much more downside and a lot of upside potential. So congratulations to everyone who made money in the stock today. And good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is AMD Advanced Micro Devices. Thanks everyone for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please like the video. Please subscribe and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. You apes already know. Diamond hands to the moon. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.